Sky Sports pundits and former England defenders Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville squared off at a live show of the overlap in Liverpool, with Carragher playing to the home crowd. Jamie Carragher couldn't resist a dig at Gary Neville's expense when the pair locked horns at the latest live edition of the overlap. Liverpool's M&S Bank Arena played host to the live show, one of 4 due to take place this year after successful shows in 2022. Further sold-out events are penciled in for venues in Dublin, London and Manchester, with the last of them being held at Manchester's O2 Apollo in June. That means Neville will have the chance to challenge his fellow pundit in front of his home crowd later in the year. This time, though, it was Carragher who was able to play to the gallery. At one point in the show, per The Echo, Neville expressed his surprise at the fact that Liverbirds don't actually exist. "Every bird to him is mythical," was Carragher's quick-fire response. Neville did come in for praise from the Liverpool crowd at other moments, though. Not least when he said the people are the strongest part of the city during a message about the fight for justice over the Hillsborough tragedy. Carragher and Neville were joined on stage by the latter's former Man United teammate Roy Keane, with the trio showing the same kinds of back-and-forths which have characterized their appearances together on Sky Sports. Kelly Cates and Josh Denzel were on hand to moderate and keep the ex-players in check. The exchange came just days after the former England internationals locked horns live on TV over Everton's managerial movements. Neville was taken aback by the huge differences between candidates after the Merseyside club sacked Frank Lampard, but Carragher questioned his colleague's stance. "How can you have Bielsa and Dyche?" Neville asked on Sky Sports before Everton opted for Dyche, having also spoken with Bielsa over the vacant post. "Let's say that was the shortlist. It wouldn't surprise you that shortlist that we've seen before: Koeman, Allardyce, Benitez, Ancelotti." Carragher wasn't convinced, though. "I hear this all the time and I feel for clubs when they're picking managers because they say they're completely different," he said. "Have you picked the same manager every time you pick a manager for Safford? The exact same?" Still, Neville doubled down, with Everton in desperate need of results with a 2-point gap to safety. "Clubs have to pick an identity, pick a group of players that fit an identity, then pick a coach in that fits that style," he said. "That's the ideal way. It is not always right, but Everton have moved from one end of the spectrum to the other. They've got no consistency, they're all over the place, and I have to say you have to start looking at the players to be fair." Thank you for watching our videos. Subscribe to our channel to get notifications when we post newest videos. Thank you and goodbye.
We've been holding up for the girls for a minute, been a little uptight. She laid up for me when a little too felt her up just to send me in the danger zone to go crazy for a minute. If your heart